Samsung introduced 3 new phones with impressive specs. We're talking high screen refresh rates, in-screen fingerprint sensors, RAM of up to 8 gigabytes, up to 256 gigs of internal storage, fast charging, and IP67 water and dust resistance. I'm not talking about the Galaxy S. I'm talking about the Galaxy A series, Samsung's low-cost option. Last year's versions of these phones ranged from $350 to $430. The A series as a whole starts at around $150. You might not have even heard of the A series, but it makes up 3 out of every 4 Samsung phones shipped worldwide. That stat is from Strategy Analytics. So let's break down the 3 new phones. There's the Samsung Galaxy A52, the A52 5G, and the A72. Based on the spec sheets, the A52 5G seems to pack the most advanced options, other than a slightly smaller screen and no optical zoom when compared to the A72. To make things easier, let's talk about what they all have in common. First up, optical image stabilization, or OIS, is used on the main 64-megapixel rear camera for all 3. Last year's models used electronic image stabilization, which is good, but it can add artifacts that you just won't get with OIS. All 3 are IP67 dust and water resistant. Last year's models didn't have that. IP67 means that these phones can be up to 1 meter underwater for up to 30 minutes. All 3 feature AMOLED screens at a resolution of 1080 by 2400. AMOLED is on tons of high-end phones since they give you deep blacks and are pretty power efficient. Samsung says all 3 have smooth scrolling. The A52 and A72 have a 90 Hz refresh rate. The A52 5G has a 120 Hz refresh rate. Either way, things should look smoother on these phones. This is frequently a feature found on higher-end devices, by the way. There's the hole punch camera in the display. Those front-facing cameras are all 32 megapixels. Let's go rapid fire. All 3 have an optical fingerprint sensor in the screen. They're all running the same octa-core processor. The Trio can support up to 1 terabyte of expansion. Each of them come in 128 and 256 gig options for internal storage. They all support 25-watt fast charging. They've all got headphone jacks, and all 3 come packaged with a Samsung refrigerator. Okay, I made that one up. But all 3 come with a charger plug and cable in the box. Now, why is that? Samsung says it's because for many, the A series is their first phone. So here's a charger you can use now and later. However, Samsung is still working on getting rid of the charger plug worldwide. So let's highlight the major differences. The A52 and A52 5G have 6.5-inch screens. The A72 has a 6.7-inch screen. But like I said before, they're all the same resolution. The A52 5G has 5G, hence the name. The other 2 don't. The A52 has 3 different RAM configurations, 4, 6, and 8 gigabytes. The A52 5G and A72 come in 2 versions, 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. That is a lot of RAM, meaning these phones should be able to handle a lot of demanding apps. The A72 has the biggest battery of the bunch at 5,000 milliamp hours. The other 2 have 4,500 milliamp hour batteries. The A72 is also the only one that has a telephoto lens with an optical zoom of 3x. The other 2 have 10x digital zoom. So what are they all missing? There's no wireless charging. Is that super important considering everything else these phones have? You gotta let me know in the comments. We're missing US pricing and when they will be available in the States. Internationally, the Galaxy A52 costs 349 euros. That's around 415 US dollars. The A52 5G retails for 429 euros or roughly $510. And the A72 is 449 euros. That's roughly around 534 US dollars. The devices are available in some markets right now, but we don't know when they're coming to the US. We still have to get our hands on these phones to see how well they perform. One of the downsides of last year's models was that the processor drags. Maybe that increased RAM will help performance. Oh, and one more thing. Samsung has promised software updates for 3 generations and regular security updates for a minimum of 4 years for these phones. So what do you make of the A series? Are they enough to make people forget about the S series? Should they be renamed the S-tier phones and the A-tier phones? Do you like pina coladas? Let me know. I'm Maya Zakhtar, and I will see you online.